What's up, everyone? So today I have the Aisidra Bluetooth wireless transmitter and receiver. We're going to go over its features, its price point, and whether or not you should get it. So let's get into this review and see what it's all about. Okay, so the price point that this thing comes in at is, it varies, okay? Depending on when you buy it, where you buy it from. On Amazon, it ranges anywhere from $25 to $45, depending on the seller at the time. And then also your coupon codes and stuff like that, okay? And so far, that's a great deal. Even if you pay $45, only because you get a 2-in-1. So you get a transmitter, but you could also click the button over and get that receiving function as well. Okay, so 2-in-1s are usually more expensive than just a single option, but I'd rather have the double option than a single. My last review, I purchased the Anchor, and all that one did was receive, so it wouldn't transmit any Bluetooth signal out. And I paid, I think it was like $30 or something like that. So just to give you an idea of a price point in which you should be paying for something, paying $30 for something that just transmits out was kind of a high or steep price, especially if this thing comes in at that same price point. Okay, as you can see, it's super tiny. Okay, comes in this little pouch. I didn't open anything up yet, so what you see is what you get, basically. So I'm not trying to hide anything. Also, I like that the instructions are printed on the box. Okay, you ain't got to deal with any paper or anything. It's all on this box. When you open it, it's displayed everything you need to know about it. Okay, then you got a little flap here that drops all your little accessory wires out the bottom. Okay, so what you need to know is right there. And then of course they go into detail on a manual, right? But I like that all the critical information is straightforward to get started, right? Most people don't look at instructions, but here's your nitty-gritty stuff in here, and it's neatly displayed in a fold-out pamphlet. So that's also nice to have if you're one of those people that like the details. Okay, so here's the device. I'm going to read off some specs for you guys real quick, so that way you just have an understanding of what this thing's capable of. So right now it has a 33-foot range or a 10-meter range, whatever you prefer, metric or imperial system. It has a 160 mAh battery, milliamp battery, 5-volt DC, 8 to 10 hours of runtime on this thing, and it takes 2 hours to fully charge. Take that with a grain of salt, the 2 hours to charge, because I usually just plug mine in to my car, because this is where I don't have Bluetooth capabilities, so I need one of these. So what I do is I'll just plug it in direct, plug it into my cigarette lighter, and always let this thing be powered on, and then I don't ever have to charge it. Okay, your dimensions are 1.88 by 1.39 by 0.4 inches. Okay, so it's about 2 inches by 1.5 inches by 1/2 inch thick. Okay, that's these dimensions here, and it weighs 15 grams or 0.53 ounces, which is nothing. I mean, it's super light anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's get into all the critical functions. Okay, so what they give you is, you know, your regular auxiliary cable or aux cable, whatever you want to call it. They give you these nice Velcro strips to hold it together. So if you're not using it, that's nice and neatly arranged. They give you this AV jack style setup for those guys who have the old school radios, like maybe you have something like this in the back of your TV, or even like on your stereo system at home inside. Well, you could plug that into the back and then run your auxiliary out to whatever device you want, whether it's directly into this or whether you want to be able to use this for like your phone or whatever. Okay, so those are other options for you for audio. You do have your charging cable, so it's a micro USB, and then you got your regular USB cable there to charge it. All right, Now let's look this thing over. So you got your charging port here, you got your auxiliary port there, okay? And then in large font, you got TX and RX, which is transmit and receive, okay? So the T, transmit, R, receive. And those are largely displayed there, so you don't have to guess. It's very nicely displayed. So, and let's see. So I click it over, click it over, click it over. That's super simple. It just slides over, toggles back and forth, okay? Now you got your power button, and around the power button, you hold it for a few seconds, and then it illuminates, okay? So that's in pairing mode, okay? So let's get this thing hooked up and see what it sounds like. To get this thing to turn on, what you want to do is hold it for 3 seconds, and then you'll see it illuminate like that, and it's already in pairing mode, okay? If this thing isn't in pairing mode, for whatever reason, say it's connected to a device, you could turn it off as well by holding for 3 seconds and it turns off. Or if you're trying to pair it to, say, another device and it's not picking up, you could of course kill it on the other device, like your phone or whatever. But you could also hit that twice and then it goes back into this pairing mode if for some reason it's not allowing you to pair to anything, okay? So let me read some, I would consider these troubleshooting things. So to reconnect to all devices, a short press of the button to reconnect them. If you are not connected after 12 seconds, it would go to auto pair mode anyway. If you want to clear the pair list of what this thing's connected to, it says when powered off, press and hold the power button 7 seconds and it will clear everything connected to this. So once it's off, you hold it for 7 seconds on off and it'll do that, okay? And then it says to reset, like so, to reset this device, when it's on, press power button and plug it into the power source at the same time, and that'll reset this, okay? And so those are what I would consider troubleshooting things, but everything's on this pamphlet for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plug this in directly to my vehicle. So we want it to receive and not transmit. So I put this to receiving because my vehicle does not have Bluetooth. If, say, my phone didn't have Bluetooth, but I wanted to send out, say, the audio from my phone, then I would do transmit, and then that would allow me to send the audio out from my phone. But since my vehicle doesn't have Bluetooth, it needs to receive it so it could go into the speakers, okay? So it's going to be the receiving, or RX. So we'll plug this in like so, and I'll plug it into my vehicle, okay? So that's all plugged in. When it's connected, make sure everything's off. Go to your Bluetooth settings, and then once you go there, then you can power this device up, and then it'll go into pairing mode. Once that's already paired up or activated, it's going to be AD-BA010. So it's going to look something like that, okay? You click on the device, and then it's going to sit there, and it's going to go until it actually pairs. Once it pairs, it's going to say it's connected, okay? So now let me start up my vehicle and play something from here. As we all know, the 370 base model does not have Bluetooth, so I'm not pulling any tricks out of the hat, you know. I currently do have a Bluetooth receiver hooked up into my thing, but that's why I want to show you on this vehicle that it does require a Bluetooth transmitter for it to actually receive any of my audio. Okay, so let's start the vehicle and then go and see how it sounds and see if there's any cutouts with this lid closed if you decide to tuck it in into any part of your vehicle. Okay, so the moment of truth, I got some royalty-free music on here just so that way I don't get flagged, but let's play it and see what it sounds like. I have you on my lapel microphone, so bear with me if it doesn't sound great. I'll let you know though, because My lapel microphone's only going to be able to pick up a certain type of frequency at, you know, as far as audio quality. But I'll let you know how good it is. With the volume all the way up on my phone, here's what it sounds like on 10. Now I'm gonna kick it up to 20 just so you can hear the sound quality. So this is at 20 in my vehicle. Now we're gonna bump it up to 30. So far so good. The sound quality coming out of this little tiny device for it to pick up and receive and transmit and all that stuff is amazing, especially because it's in my center console and the lid's closed. I have no distortion, no interference, nothing losing connection, no pops or nothing. Everything's crisp and sounds really good actually. All right, so for the verdict, do I recommend this product? Yes, I do, 100% without a doubt. So far, so good. I enjoy it, especially because it has a crisp sound. A lot of these transmitters that you plug into your cigarette lighter and you do the FM transmitting, AM, FM transmission part of that, those things suck. I would not recommend those at all. But something like this is great, and it comes with all the accessories you need to hook up to any vehicle you have or home stereo you have that doesn't have Bluetooth or might need to send out Bluetooth or receive it, even including laptops, same exact thing. If your laptop does not have Bluetooth capabilities, this will allow you to receive it. If it could receive it but it can't transmit it, this thing would allow you to connect it and transmit out. Okay. So that's going to complete today's video on the Aisidra Bluetooth transmitter and receiver. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. If you want to see content like this and other content I'll be posting in the near future, consider subscribing. Until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.